Hey everybody, General Malice here, and welcome back to another packing video. If this is your first time to our channel, me and Miss Malice have an eBay store called Retro New Market, where we ship same day, Monday through Friday, until 2 p.m. If this is one of your items being packed, we'll thank you for your purchase. Hey, please comment and like down below so we know which one your item is. So we had 9 items that sold from the weekend till today. So we did ship on Saturday. So we would have had more, but we wanted to get those items out as fast as possible. So let's get started and show you what we have. So this first one's going out to Sam's Fun Funkos in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is going to be the Funko Pop Cantina scene from Star Wars with the face-off between Han Solo and Greedo. So I already had, and since this is such a unique item to try to get packaged up, I have it kind of packaged already, so you'll kind of be able to see the top part. It says Cantina Face Off. It has the scene. I know it's kind of lackluster. I apologize. The characters here. But it's also to ensure that I had it in here. It is flush fit. It has Fragile on the box. And there is no bending of the box. That is all the padding. So let's get this in there. So I just delivered my gifts to my postal carrier today. If you did not know, the Postal Service can receive $50 a year in gifts equivalent. So, but no cash, or nothing that can convert to cash. So you can't give them like Visa gift cards and stuff like that. So for us, we went and got we have 4 clerks that we deal with every day for the past, our business year. And we gave them all $50 gift cards to, I believe it's the Landry's group of foods. So it does like a smorgasbord of different restaurants, a part of that ecosystem, so that they have a chance to choose what they want to eat. Normally I just give them like a Visa gift card or cash, just so they can go and enjoy it, but the USPS has rules, and it said $50 a year equivalent, like no more, per postal service. So, take care of them. They take care of you. I mean, they took care of me all year. They didn't know it was coming. It's my first year doing this because it's my first year doing this as a service. So, I don't think everybody's going to do it, or I don't know if everybody should do it. But for me, where I see them 5 days a week, and they are very nice, and they make special accommodations sometimes. And it's worth to show appreciation to the people who help you out. It's a two-way street. Yeah, they work for the Postal Service, and yeah, it's their job description, but being nice isn't. So, and I appreciate that. So, next up we have, and they pay $29.70 for that Funko Pop, plus shipping. So next up we have the Tortilla Soup Dvd. This one sold for $3.70. It's going to James in Arizona. James, this one is a dual disc. It noted that it was had light scratches. It plays just fine. One side is good. One side has light scratches. The widescreen side is good. The full screen side has light scratches. It's not again, it's in the description. They're DVDs that are harder to resurface because they're dual-sided. So you got to remember that the machines that mostly are used are a polishing stone. And so whenever you have dual-sided DVDs, the side that is pushing against... I don't need that. What am I doing? The side that's pushing against the plate to cause it to push the pressure against the sanding pad usually sands the wrong side, or will mess up the backside inner ring because it shouldn't be touching there with data. So it happens. So James, thank you very much. I appreciate it. It is on its way, media mail. All right, next up we have for Christopher. Christopher picked up a new 3DS XL, one of my 3 that I had that were in perfect condition, so no scratches or anything on them. So we'll go ahead and take it out so you can see that. We're going to ship it in this box. And then from last Christmas, I have a ton of these like Nintendo holiday gift sacks. So I'm just going to include it. I think they're still currently selling them at GameStop for like $5 or something. And I have a lot, like boxes of them. So they're going to get given away for free. So let's do my patent it. Let's check it. So we have the nice, beautiful 3DS with the stylus. Let's make the noise. Oh, yeah. Gotta love that noise. Here's your screens. Flawless. And your buttons. All nice and beautifully cleared. Let's go ahead and do our turn on. In 3, 2, 1. Whee! Then it's going to go to the language selection screen. So let's close that out. I just guessed on that 3, 2, 1. I got lucky. So this one ends in 9006. 9006. It goes both ways. It's an anagram. I think that's correct. And then we're going to put it in my bubble bag. Flush sealed. We're going to get it inside this box. Then we're going to add the official charger. And then we're going to add the gift bag. The gift bag. All right. Gift bag inside. And we figured it's a Nintendo product, so give them a Nintendo gift bag. And I have other stuff. What's cool is in some of my closeouts, I got a couple of like the birthday bags. So like the Zelda birthday bag. Oh, and the notes in there. I guess I'll put it in this. The Zelda birthday bag. It's like a stained glass Zelda print. And there's a couple other ones. Mario. There is some pretty cool branded stuff at GameStop. Oh, I just saw on Gamefly, which is another service subscription I subscribe to. This isn't sponsored, but I've had them for 12 years, going on 13. And they just released to their members, they had limited numbers of the Halo Xbox One. I didn't see the listing or I would have bought one. But definitely always still can find things out and about in the world without having to worry about bots and everything as far as that goes. So now that that is taken care of, I mean, we can go even extra deep. All right. And this one is going to Puerto Rico. No, that's a different one. Sorry. This one is going to Iowa. Yep, all the way to Iowa. 3-day priority, so you'll get it before the end of the weekend. So 2-day priority on the first one, 3-day priority on the third one. Second one's medium mail. So this one is the one I got to do next. And all right, so I have to take off 2 tabs. I forgot to do that earlier. So 1, 2. All right, so this, and I only have like 2 of these left. But this is a Masked Rider Kuga, the Mighty form. I'll show you this. I believe it is a posable action figure. Or it could be just a singular stand. Maybe it's just a stand action figure. It has 2 poses. But this one, the Abraham paid $15.70 plus shipping. And this one's going to Puerto Rico. I didn't have a box. Usually I would put them in like a 5x5x10. Boxes are really short supplied right now. I actually just had to order more boxes from Uline to get for my Wii's that I have sitting in that corner that you can probably see down there if you can off this camera. So there. Abraham, I almost didn't give it to you. This is going to be press fit, so I won't need any extra packaging. But it is sealed. And it will be going overseas. So we're going to tape it up pretty nice. That's a lot. I don't want that room up there. That's too much room. Hold on. We're going to go all the way in. It's going all the way in, buddy. Push that. Press fit it so that it. See how much space that should be? That is very, very little. In fact, we can even do better. And strength. Woo-woo! Okay. Funny thing about this. We'll talk about it in a second. So, going to Puerto Rico. It gets Puerto Rico tape. Which means it gets packaged really tight. PR, Puerto Rico. And this ensures that the press fit won't go anywhere. There's enough air on the side, so hopefully it won't get stabbed. I actually had an Xbox get stabbed in shipment. So luckily for insurance, USPS will take care of that. That's a hoot. Got stabbed in shipment. So now we'll do the top box. And we got the Kuga. Is that his name, right? Yeah, Kuga is good to go. So let's get this Puerto Rico. We will go right there. And you are set. Thank you very much. Next, we have a pop. A lot of entertainment this time, which is pretty cool because it's been a lot of systems, and there's still systems selling, but I mean, it's not 23 Xboxes in a row where you're just sitting and watching the same thing over and over. But you've seen this one been sold before. It's Linda Barrett from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. This is from part of my pop pickups from GameStop. And this one's sold for $7.70 plus shipping. This one's going all the way to California to Melody. So Melody, thank you very much. Let's see. Get you all think. I'm down to my last 2 rolls of eBay tickets at the end of the year. So now I'll be able to get another 48, I think. My store just renewed, so I can use that coupon. I need to order them before the end of the year. Because I'm almost done, and you're gonna see some changes that are gonna be pretty worthwhile after the year. So look out for that. I can't say anything just yet, but it will be coming. So this is going to Melanie. Melanie, you got the Linda Barlett. Thank you very much. That's on its way. All right, next we have a DVD. This is the movie Red with Morgan Freeman, Bruce Willis, and John Malkovich. So this one is the slipcover version. The Blu-ray, I think it's a special edition, I'm not sure. Again, this one is another dual disc. What does it say? Congratulations with this Blu-ray DVD combo. You can enjoy the DVD and Blu-ray on both sides. Oh, wow. So one side plays Blu-rays. And then insert this up to play Blu-rays, DVDs. Wow, you can literally see the Blu-ray on one side and the DVD on the other. I didn't even know that was a thing. You learn something new every day. And that's pretty cool technology to me, honestly. That is something that I wasn't even aware of. That when they said Blu-ray DVD combo, they really meant it. They really meant that mofo. That's whoo. technology. Wow. How lazy are we? Pretty soon it'll be on the same side. You won't even have to flip the disc. You guarantee it. It's coming. It's gonna have to. They're just gonna superimpose DVD. They'll just downscale it on the Blu-ray, convert it to just a weaker file, or something silly that will be allowable to be read on a regular DVD player. I figured that's what they're gonna have to, because if they're doing that, that's the next place they're gonna go. I have no background in engineering or DVD or CD technology, so please do not take any of this as advice, and do not go and invest in any type of DVD, Blu-ray companies and software companies. Please. All right, next up we got this awesome Sony Ps3. So again, I got this nice PlayStation bag, which I'm going to actually include with it. It's a PlayStation type of day. I have a whole room dedicated to PlayStation. It is my... Man, it's not my favorite, because, I mean, it's hard. I can't say what's my favorite, because they all have a special place in my heart. But this one is going to Joseph. Joseph picked up this 500 gigabyte PlayStation 3 PS3 Super Slim. This is the Chet 4001. So it is a 500 gig. It's got the little sliding door. This one actually has the dual lens for DVD and for game. So it's one of the better models. This one actually ends in... Where's it at? This one ends in 3125. 3125. This one and the black one that I sold came from a video game company that got purchased and sold to another video game company. And when the video game company came in and bought everything, they took everything out and then replaced it and rebought it with all brand new stuff. So, like, when I had those 1080s, I sold those. Those came from that company. They had like 32 of them they gave away from the guy that I bought them from. I bought all the game systems. This was in the game developer's actual game room, and they call it the PAL system, even though it, plays all regions. The black one as well. Actually, a couple of systems that I have from that video game company I got. I didn't get any dev kits though. They had PS4 and PS5 dev kits, and Sony makes sure those go back to Sony. I wanted it so bad. One day. But I needed my paper. I left my paper over here, so I'm going to walk over to here and grab my paper or my bubbles. But sure enough, this is a video game developer owned system that will now be going to you. So let's get this all wrapped up. So one. And I'm going to do a couple layers of tape for this box. And do this like a sandwich. 1, 2, fold it in. And then let it go. What would y'all do without watching me struggle? I know it's comical. Hopefully it just let you know that everybody struggles with packing. It's one of the most tedious things. Unless like you're really good at doing gifts. Like if you can wrap birthday gifts or Christmas gifts, you've got another special type of talent. I've seen those people do the no seams and the sideways, and you just look at it, you're like, how do you just wrap gifts like that? Very impressive, to say the least. All right. You know me, gotta use up all the paper. This bundle came with 2 controllers and Deadpool for PS3. And then also the charging cables for the controllers, which should allow for easy, fun, immediately out the box. Then we're going to go one more time this way. You know, I know what you're thinking. Just put tape down the first time. I'll do it. I'll listen. Whoever was mentally thinking that right there, I felt it. I heard you say it into the video. It made it back here as a conscious thought. So, bam. Let's do one more on the sides. This will be a little bit easier. It's like a PS3 pillow. It is a PS3 pillow. It's exactly what it is. Yeah, what's also cool about this system is the system itself, the controller, you know, came with it, all the wires, and even the HDMI. So the only thing I added was the controller in the game. It sold for $199.70, and that's actually about $25 less than what the last one sold for. But I don't really I didn't see the added benefit of trying to get that last $20 when it already seems like a good enough deal at the $200, especially when taking consideration that it's very clean, but you don't always have to get top dollar for an item, especially, you know, if it's something that is relatively cool and will sell just as fast if you just kind of sell it for a little bit less. The margin is there, you know. I mean, if you've got $150 into it, that might be a little harder, as opposed to, you know, being a little bit closer to where I'm at. Oh, let's look at the Deadpool. So this one doesn't have an insert, and then there's the disc. And then cord. We're good there. Nice there. I'll put a little bit more on top, just so I don't bang it around. Nice and neat. This has got to go in there. I was like, why am I forgetting something? I was like, something seems very important that I'm forgetting. So, alright. Cool. Now it looks more appropriate to what I was imagining. It says fragile on the side. Malice likes doing that. I don't think it matters. I don't think the computer belts can read fragile. It'd be cool if they could. So that's good, that's good. So this is insured, large flat rate. And it should get there in 3 days is what it says. So to Joseph over in California, thank you very much. Enjoy. 2 items left. And the first one is going to be a Lifetime Holiday 4-film 4-pack. Now, Lifetime and Hallmark movies, mwah! If you find them in the thrift or in any pawn shop or stuff, 8 out of 10. Every time going to be bangers. $15, $20 plus for the movie. Hallmark has a lot of out-of-print stuff. Stuff that they don't reproduce. And it's just really, really awesome. Some of the things that you can find that are just like, no way that sold for $35, or no way that sold for $40. This one sold for $22.70, and it's going to Brian. This one came out of one of my pawn shop lots. It sat for a little bit. It's more Christmas oriented, which is understandable. But it sold, like I said, for the $22.70. So that is awesome. Thank you very much, Brian. It is going all the way to Minnesota. So I've got you, and it's medium L. All right, last but not least, this is a U-Draw bundle that I made. You know, not that I didn't have high hopes for it, but not a lot of people, you know, seek out U-Draw because it's available on PS3, it's available on other formats, Xbox and stuff. So the Wii version should be nice. Let's see. Oh, so the main thing is the tablet is brand new. So, and it includes the box that it came in, and I also included a controller. So they will get all those things to basically get started right away. Now I got to look at these. I don't know why, for some reason. I'm pretty sure they are. I wouldn't have done that. Got to make sure they're buffed. So this is a good sign. Yeah, good. Okay. Usually if I can, I ship them that way so that they can stay and not rattle, maybe fall off the little thing. Let's see here. This one's going to have to get a little bit of fun. Miss Malice. Second one. Well, 2 out of 2 ain't bad, right? Oh, that one's perfect. Okay, so 2 of them need to be sanded real quick. So with the power of magic. All right, let's go ahead and cap this off with the last couple of games. So let's look at them again. So it's Pictionary. There are the 4 games in this bundle. The disc is nice and clean. It's got a little bit of stuff on it, but I swear it's clean. So it's clean. The U-Draw Studios. Gonna got some just goo on it. I need to clean my towels. We have the Wii Studio Instant Artist. It's another just format of art studio. And then the big Dodd's Big Adventure, which is in that case. So, sorry about that. We'll get this in there. So, 2. And then 2 more. And it fits in nice and neat. Boom. Tough actin' Tenactin. It's a John Elway quote, or sorry, John Madden quote, not a commercial quote. All right. And the same thing I always do. All right. Package is going priority mail. 2 days. And we are done. So, game of the day. Earth Defender Force 2025. We found it in one of the PS3s that we were testing. I have no idea what it's about, but you know what? Let's check it out real quick. Let's press start. There's no save data. That is correct. Oh, PS3 is also the theme of today, actually. So, if you have not seen, I have a Reckless Comedy shirt. One of their merch that I got on Black Friday came in. This is the first of the 2 that I'll be wearing. This is PS3 Girl. On my Instagram, I put out a PS3 inspired post, and Reckless Comedy liked it and approved of my post. So thank you, Reckless Comedy, for noticing my post and appreciate it. I appreciate you. It's also a great website, so check them out. reckless comedy on YouTube. Definitely not endorsed, but you know, that's what I watch. It's stuff that's humor that I like. So I'll share it with you. And it looks like it's taken 2 evers. It's not taking 4 evers, it's taken 2 evers to get this done because we don't have a lot of time. But it looks like it's a mission-based game. It looks like you're also third-person shooting. How are we going to make it in time? PS3, load. Is it overheating? Ghoulie. I don't know. Let's see. Wow. How many loads are there? I didn't pre-plan any of this, as you can tell. I'm doing this on the fly. And not a very good job at it either. And now loading. So if you can tell now, this is about 90 seconds of loading and pushing a button. If you get pulled into the web, don't give up. Atarius uses webs to pull in their prey, and they don't bind their prey with spider nets. If you get stuck in a net, you can escape from the net by destroying it. What are they called? Tyrus? Are they spider dinosaurs? Well, thank you for, if this is the type of content you like, definitely hit that like and subscribe button. If you don't like this type of content, hit the dislike button. And tell us everything you like about what you see. We post daily all of our sales, plus we have a weekly video where we show our thrifting and other adventures with Miss Malice and myself. Stay tuned till tomorrow. We'll have another video for you. If you like this, if you want to see our other stuff on our other social medias, check out our Instagram, TikTok, Facebook group, and all the links are down below at the end of the video. Thank you for hanging out with us today, and we'll see you back here next time.